They're ready. And they're racing. Tamarillo Grove is urged into the early lead by a length. Tamarillo Grove is 2 lengths ahead of Songjiang from Time to Excel, just clear of Memphis Man. Next is Brusca in last position. Less than 1 mile to go. Turning left-handed. Brusca is last and is about 4 lengths off the lead. Tamarillo Grove has a clear lead from Songjiang and then Time to Excel a gap to Memphis Man, a gap back to Brusca in last position. Well inside the final 6 furlongs. Tamarillo Grove has a clear lead from Songjiang. Next is Time to Excel, just clear of Memphis Man, a gap to Brusca in last position. Less than 5 furlongs to go. Tamarillo Grove is 4 lengths in front of Songjiang, back to Time to Excel, 2 lengths back to Memphis Man, back to Brusca in last position. Less than 4 furlongs to go. Racing left-handed. Tamarillo Grove is 3 lengths clear of Songjiang, a gap back to Time to Excel, a gap to Brusca, clear of Memphis Man in last position. Less than 3 furlongs to go. Tamarillo Grove is 1 length ahead of Songjiang, a gap to Time to Excel. Inside the final 2 furlongs. Brusca is making late progress. Tamarillo Grove has 4 in hand of Brusca. Into the final furlong. Tamarillo Grove is pushed along and leads by 2 lengths. Tamarillo Grove has a fractional lead from Brusca. Brusca leads near the finish. The favourite, Brusca, takes it. Under orders. And they're off. Cork All-Star starts slowly. Unforgiving is pushed along to an early lead. Windsor Blue is pulling hard in south. Unforgiving leads. Unforgiving is in front from Mr. Funshine, the gap to Always Awesome. Have Faith brings up the rear. Unforgiving leads from Mr. Funshine, a gap to Always Awesome, and then Windsor Blue, a gap to Sassy Bird, just clear of Rio de la Plata. Going left-handed. Unforgiving is 1 length clear of Mr. Funshine, a gap back to Always Awesome. Next is Windsor Blue, a gap back to Sassy Bird, just clear of Rio de la Plata, just clear of Cork All-Star, back to Have Faith in last position. They have less than a mile to go. Unforgiving is in front from Mr. Funshine, just clear of Windsor Blue. Unforgiving heads the pack by a length. Have Faith is last. Unforgiving goes well. They have 6 furlongs to go. Unforgiving is 1 length in front of Mr. Funshine, a gap back to Windsor Blue. Have Faith goes okay, back in the pack about 5 lengths off the pace. Well inside the final 5 furlongs. Going left-handed. Have Faith races wide. Unforgiving is 1 length ahead of Mr. Funshine. A gap back to Always Awesome, back to Windsor Blue from Sassy Bird, just clear of Rio de la Plata ahead of Cork All Star, just clear of Have Faith in last position. Well inside the final 4 furlongs. Well inside the final 3 furlongs. Unforgiving is the clear leader. The favourite has lost ground and is 8 lengths off the lead. Less than 2 furlongs to go. Unforgiving lead from Always Awesome, just clear of Sassy Bird, clear of Windsor Blue. Always Awesome now leads into the final furlong. Cork All Star is making progress. Always Awesome is 4 lengths in front of Cork All Star. Always Awesome has 2 in hand of Cork All Star. Always Awesome takes it. All in. And they're racing. Plein Pouvoir is the leader by a length, going left-handed. Plein Pouvoir is 1 length in front of First Trump, and then Mr. Parson just clear of Mungo Park. Next is Black Beauty in last position. First Trump is on the move. Plein Pouvoir is 1 length in front of First Trump. The gap Tom Parson 2 lengths clear of Black Beauty, back to Mungo Park in last position. Mr. Parson improves easily. 5 furlongs to go. Plein Pouvoir is in front from First Trump from Mr. Parson. They have 4 furlongs to go. Plein Pouvoir is 2 lengths clear of Mr. Parson, back to First Trump 2 lengths, back to Black Beauty 2 lengths clear of Mungo Park in last position. Going left-handed. Well inside the final 3 furlongs. Plein Pouvoir is 2 lengths in front of Mr. Parson, back to First Trump. Mungo Park is racing wide of the pack. Well inside the final 2 furlongs. Plein Pouvoir is 4 lengths clear of Mr. Parson. Into the final furlong. Plein Pouvoir leads and is clear. Plein Pouvoir is 3 lengths in front of Mr. Parson. Plein Pouvoir is 2 lengths clear of Mr. Parson. Plein Pouvoir takes it well. They're under starter's orders. And they're racing. Director General was slowly away. Nasage is the leader. Nasage leads from Mega ahead of Gulf President ahead of Mine Shower Gap back to Director General. The field is tightly packed. Nasage steps it up. Nasage leads from Mega just clear of Gulf President to Gap to Mine Shower back to Director General. Director General is making smooth headway. They have 5 furlongs to go. Nasage is in front from Mega Gato Gulf President, next is Director General Agato Mine Shower Agato Summer Spice Agato Bill and Magdalene in last position. Inside the final 4 furlongs. Nasage leads from Mega Gap back to Gulf President just clear of Director General and then Mind Shower Gap back to Summer Spice from Bull and Magdalene in last position. Inside the final 3 furlongs. Nasage is 1 length clear of Mind Shower ahead of Mega ahead of Director General Agato Gulf President clear of Summer Spice Agato Bull and Magdalene in last position. Well inside the final 2 furlongs. Nasage leads the way easily. Into the final furlong. Nasage leads and is clear. Nasage is 2 lengths clear of Director General. Nasage has a fractional lead from Director General. Director General takes it. Under orders. And they're racing. Bilderton Road Welt. Firefinch is urged into the early lead. Jiren is pushed into the early lead. Bilderton Road is last. Bahira moves through the pack. Jiren is the leader from Firefinch, a few lengths to Bahira ahead of Dr. Winteringham. They have 5 furlongs to go. Jiren is in front from Firefinch, clear of Dr. Winteringham back to Bahira 2 lengths to Ilderton Road in last position. Well inside the final 4 furlongs. Going left-handed. Dr. Winteringham travels well about 6 lengths off the pace. Inside the final 3 furlongs. Jiren is 1 length in front of Firefinch clear of Dr. Winteringham a gap to Ilderton Road a gap back to Bahira in last position. Less than 2 furlongs to go. Jiren is 1 length ahead of Firefinch. Jiren just leads from Firefinch. Firefinch now just leads. Dr. Winteringham hits the front. Dr. Winteringham just leads from Firefinch. Dr. Winteringham is just ahead of Firefinch. Dr. Winteringham just leads from Firefinch. That is close. They're ready. And they're racing. Trucities is driven into the early lead. Queen's Troop brings up the rear and is about 2 lengths off the lead. The field is very tightly packed. Peril makes progress. Trucities is in front from Alcazim Legato Capestar, just clear of Pearlback the Lady Broughton Legato Rocknanty, inside the final 5 furlongs. Going left-handed. Trucities is 1 length clear of Alcazim ahead of Capestar, just clear of Lady Broughton Legato Pura Legapac to Rocknanty Legato Queen's Troop in last position, inside the final 4 furlongs. Trucities is 1 length clear of Alcazim ahead of Capestar Legato Lady Broughton, just clear of Rocknanty, inside the final 3 furlongs. Trucities is in front from Alcazim Legapac to Capestar ahead of Lady Broughton. Alcazim is driven to lead. Rocknanty now just leads. Rocknanty is a length clear of Queen's Troop. Queen's Troop is making headway. Rocknanty is ridden into the lead. Inside the final furlong, Queen's Troop goes into the lead. Queen's Troop is 2 lengths clear of Rocknanty. Queen's Troop wins well. They're under starter's orders. And they're off. Foot the bill starts slowly. My Baloo leads the way. Turning left-handed. My Baloo is the new leader. Evrim for himself is on the move from over a length off the pace. My Baloo is 1 length in front of Foot the Bill Legato. My Light from Evrim for himself the gap back to Steely, a gap back to Alexander Anapolis. Ballybrigan is stone last. They have 5 furlongs to go. My Baloo is the leader from Foot the Bill Legapac to Be My Light, just clear of Evrim for himself, and then Steely just clear of Ballybrigan. Next is Alexander Anapolis in last position, well inside the final 4 furlongs. My Baloo is pushed into the lead from Foot the Bill, turning left-handed. Be My Light as well. My Baloo is 1 length ahead of Foot the Bill, 2 lengths clear of Steely, and then Evrim for himself ahead of Be My Light, 2 lengths to Ballybrigan. Inside the final 3 furlongs, Ballybrigan is taking a long way around, well inside the final 2 furlongs. My Baloo is the leader from Foot the Bill, just clear of Steely. Foot the Bill now leads. Inside the final furlong, Foot the Bill leads by a couple and is niggled along. Foot the Bill is a length clear of Steely. Foot the Bill is a length up on Steely. And it looks like a close finish. They're ready. And they're racing. Escrow Agent is restrained in the lead. Hernbay takes over from Escrow Agent. Hernbay leads from Escrow Agent back to Safa Hill. Safa Hill takes it up from Hernbay. Escrow Agent is making headway. Safa Hill is 1 length clear of Hernbay, a gap to Escrow Agent. Trisha is last and is around 4 lengths off the lead. Judiciary is on the move from over 2 lengths off the lead. Less than 5 furlongs to go. Turning left-handed. Judiciary makes a few places. 4 furlongs to go. Shark in the Sea goes okay, about 3 lengths off the pace. Trisha is last and is some 5 lengths off the lead. Evely Race is widest of all. They have 3 furlongs to go. Safa Hill looks to be going well. Escrow Agent is improving. Shark in the Sea takes a fractional advantage. Well inside the final 2 furlongs. Here comes Hernbay. Hernbay is flying. Shark in the Sea is 2 lengths in front of Hernbay. Inside the final furlong, Shark in the Sea is ridden into the lead. Shark in the Sea is a length up on Hernbay. Shark in the Sea wins. All in. And they're racing. Economic Crisis started slowly. Red Fama is restrained in the lead. Samoto takes over from Red Fama, going left-handed. Samoto is the leader from Economic Crisis, a gap back to Red Fama just clear of Midnight. Pearl Nix is Cruise to Element in last position. The field is tightly packed. Economic Crisis takes up the running from Samoto. Economic Crisis leads from Samoto 2 lengths clear of Midnight Peril. They have 5 furlongs to go. Samoto takes it up from Economic Crisis. Economic Crisis is pushed into the lead again from Samoto. Economic Crisis is in front from Samoto 2 lengths to Midnight Peril, just clear of Red Fama 2 lengths back to Cruise to Element in last position. Racing left-handed. The favourite has lost ground. Inside the final 3 furlongs. Economic Crisis lead from Samoto, a gap back to Midnight Peril, just clear of Red Fama, clear of Cruise to Element in last position. Well inside the final 2 furlongs. Economic Crisis is the leader from Midnight Peril, 2 lengths back to Samoto, a gap back to Red Fama, a gap to Cruise to Element in last position. Inside the final furlong, Midnight Peril is a length clear of Economic Crisis. Midnight Peril has 2 in hand of Economic Crisis. Midnight Peril is the good winner. They're ready. And they're racing. Fancier Bit is driven into the early lead by a length. Fancier Bit leads from Uber Alice, a gap back to Diruculus, a gap back to Gabriella. Next is Santi Booty Girl in last position. Uber Alice is pushed into an early lead from Fancier Bit. Uber Alice is 1 length in front of Fancier Bit, a gap to Diruculus. Five furlongs to go. Uber Alice is 2 lengths ahead of Fancier Bit, a gap back to Diruculus, 2 lengths clear of Gabriella from Santi Booty Girl in last position. Going left-handed. Well inside the final 4 furlongs. Uber Alice is clear from Fancier Bit, a gap back to Diruculus, just clear of Santi Booty Girl, a gap to Gabriella in last position. They have 3 furlongs to go. Uber Alice goes well. Uber Alice is 2 lengths clear of Diruculus, 2 lengths back to Fancier Bit, just clear of Santi Booty Girl from Gabriella in last position. Well inside the final 2 furlongs. Uber Alice is a length clear of Diruculus. 1 furlong left or un. Uber Alice is ridden in the lead by 2. Gabriella is running on. Uber Alice is a length clear of Gabriella. Gabriella takes it up close home. Gabriella is the good winner. Under orders. And they're racing. Brave Storm well. Vespacate Nadio leads the way. Vespacate Nadio leads from Holly Games, just clear of Brave the Storm. Next is Rebel Dreams, just clear of Abunad in last position. Holly Games takes up the running once more from Vespacate Nadia, racing left-handed. Holly Games is 1 length ahead of Vespacate Nadia, just clear of Brave the Storm, the gap back to Rebel Dreams. Less than 3 furlongs to go. Abunad struggles in the rear and is some 3 lengths off the pace. Inside the final 2 furlongs. Brave the Storm takes a fractional advantage. Brave the Storm is a length clear of Holly Games. Into the final furlong. Rebel Dreams is flying. Brave the Storm is 1 length ahead of Rebel Dreams. Rebel Dreams finishes fast. And it looks like a close finish. They're under starters orders. And they're racing. Forest Lemons is urged into the early lead by a length. Mrs. Willy-Nilly is racing out the back about 3 lengths off the pace, inside the final mile. Unreal moves through the pack. Nationalism is racing behind the leaders. Forest Lemons is in front from Napridge. Boy next is New Maid, a gap to Nationalism, a gap back to Unreal. New Maid makes progress. Grand Honour is in the rear division about 4 lengths off the pace, well inside the final 6 furlongs. Mrs. Willy-Nilly is way back about 5 lengths off the pace. New Maid is 1 length clear of Forest Lemons, a gap top Napridge Boy back to Nationalism, a gap Townreal, a gap back to Animacy from Grand Honour, and then Mrs. Willy-Nilly from Victoria Royale in last position, going left-handed, well inside the final 4 furlongs. New Maid is 2 lengths in front of Nationalism. Next is Forest Lemons, a gap back to Napridge Boy, a gap Townreal from Animacy, inside the final 3 furlongs. Nationalism is challenging on the outer. New Maid is 1 length clear of Nationalism back to Forest Lemons. The favourite needs to find some space. Mrs. Willy-Nilly is making late progress. Mrs. Willy-Nilly is making headway. Inside the final furlong, New Maid leads and is niggled along by a length. New Maid is just ahead of Napridge Boy. Mrs. Willy-Nilly runs on late. New Maid just leads from Napridge Boy. That is close.